You are being controlled right now, not by a government, not by some shadowy organization, by the people sitting across from you at dinner, by your boss who smiles at your face and ignores your ideas in meetings, by the friend who only calls when they need something. You think you're making your own choices. You're not. You are reacting every single day to triggers that someone else planted inside your mind. And the terrifying part, you have no idea it's happening. Most men walk through life like an open book, predictable, readable, exploitable. They think being honest and straightforward is a virtue, and it is, but only when the people around you play by the same rules. They don't. They never did. While you were busy being transparent, others were studying you, learning your patterns, your fears, your need for approval, and using all of it quietly, patiently, against you. This is not paranoia. This is the oldest game in human history, and you have been losing it without even knowing the rules existed. The pain you feel, the frustration of being overlooked, the rage of being disrespected, the exhaustion of giving everything and getting nothing back. That pain is real. It is valid. But here is what no one tells you. That pain is not a sign of your weakness. It is a sign that you have been operating in a system designed to keep you predictable, passive, and powerless. The people who benefit from your compliance, your employers, your social circles, even your closest relationships, they are not evil. They are simply more aware of human psychology than you are. And awareness is power, which means right now, the power belongs to them, not you. But there was a man who understood this game at its deepest level, a man so dangerous, so ruthlessly honest about human nature that his name became synonymous with manipulation itself. Niccolò Machiavelli, a 15th century Florentine diplomat and philosopher who watched kingdoms rise and fall, who studied power not as it should work, but as it actually works. They called him immoral, they banned his books, they made his name a synonym for evil, because the truth he told was too uncomfortable for comfortable people to hear. He wrote, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are." Let that land. Everyone sees the mask. Almost no one sees the man, and the man who understands this, truly understands it, changes everything about how he moves through the world. This knowledge is for protection, not destruction. Now let's talk about what Machiavelli and the science of dark psychology actually teach you, if you're willing to listen without flinching. The first principle: people respond to perception, not reality. You think the world judges you on what you actually do? It doesn't. It judges you on what it sees, what it feels, what it believes about you. A man who speaks with calm authority in a meeting is trusted more than the man who nervously presents better ideas. Unfair? Absolutely. True? Without question. The dark psychology here is called the halo effect. When someone perceives one strong positive trait in you, they unconsciously attribute other positive qualities to you as well. Practical action. Before your next important conversation, slow your speech by 30%. Lower your vocal pitch slightly. Take up physical space. Do not shrink. You are not performing arrogance. You are calibrating perception. The world will treat you differently within days. Drop this in the comments. They don't see your effort, they see your energy. The second principle: control the frame, control the outcome. Every conversation has a frame, an invisible context that determines how everything said inside it gets interpreted. Whoever sets the frame controls the conversation. Think about the last time someone made you feel defensive without saying anything directly offensive. They set the frame. You responded inside it. That is how emotional control is stolen from you without a single aggressive word. In interviews, in negotiations, in relationships, the person who defines the context wins. Practical action: when someone puts you in a frame you don't like, Do not defend yourself inside their frame. Reframe. Say, that's an interesting way to look at it. Here's another angle. You just took the wheel without a fight. The third principle. Silence is a weapon most men never pick up. Uncomfortable silence makes people talk, and people who talk too much reveal everything. Their insecurities, their negotiating flaw, their actual intentions. Most men are trained to fill silence because silence feels like rejection, like failure, like social death. That discomfort is a leash around your throat. The dark psychology is simple. Human beings are wired to relieve social tension. When you stay silent, genuinely calm, not awkwardly frozen, the other person will feel compelled to speak, and they will often say exactly what they were trying to hide. Practical action. In your next negotiation, your next confrontation, your next uncomfortable conversation, make your point. Then stop. Sit in the silence. Count to 10 internally. Watch what gets handed to you. Drop this in the comments. Silence is not emptiness. It is pressure. The fourth principle. People are loyal to their own self-interest, not to you. This one will hurt. The people in your life, colleagues, friends, even family, are fundamentally loyal to what serves them. This is not cynicism. This is evolutionary psychology. Human beings are survival machines first, and moral agents second. When their interest and your interest align, they are with you. When they don't, they leave. Or worse, they stay and quietly work against you. Stop being shocked when people act in their own interest. Start expecting it. Practical action. Before trusting anyone with something important, ask yourself, what do they gain from my success? What do they lose from my failure? If the answer to both is nothing, keep your plans private, not out of hostility, out of intelligence. The fifth principle. Never reveal your full hand. Most men, when they have a plan, an idea, or an ambition, they talk about it, they share it with friends, post about it, seek validation, and every time they do this, two things happen. First, the social reward of talking about the goal partially replaces the drive to actually achieve it. Your brain gets a dopamine hit from sharing the dream, as if you already lived it. Second, and this is darker, you hand potential competitors your roadmap before the race has even started. Practical action. Your next big move. Tell no one until it is done. Let your results be the announcement. Let your silence become your strategy. Drop this in the comments. Move in silence. Let success be the noise. The sixth principle. Emotions are data, not commands. The man who can observe his own emotional state without being hijacked by it is nearly impossible to manipulate, because every manipulation technique, guilt-tripping, gaslighting, manufactured urgency, love bombing, all of it works by triggering your emotions so fast and so hard that you react before you think. The moment you pause, even for 2 seconds, between stimulus and response, you break the spell. Practical action. Develop a single internal phrase that you repeat when you feel an emotional spike in a high-stakes moment. Something like, "This is a signal, not a command." That 2-second pause changes the entire game. The seventh principle. Let people underestimate you. This may be the most powerful lesson of all. A man who is constantly proving himself is a man who is constantly reacting to others' opinions. A man who allows others to underestimate him, who does not correct every misperception, who does not defend his ego at every opportunity. That man is invisible, and invisible men move freely. Machiavelli understood this. The lion is feared, but the fox survives. Be both. Practical action. The next time someone dismisses you, do not correct them. Smile internally and keep building. Your silence is your armor. Your results will be your revenge. Drop this in the comments. Let them sleep on you. The alarm is coming now. Let's get the truth beneath all of this. You have spent years waiting to be seen, waiting to be respected, waiting for someone to finally recognize what you bring to the table. And that waiting, that passive, hopeful, desperately optimistic waiting, has been the single most expensive decision of your life, because no one is coming. No one is going to hand you power. No one is going to see your worth and decide generously to reward it. The game doesn't work that way. It never did. The old you is dead. The version of you that gave people the benefit of the doubt while they subtracted from your life, gone. The version of you that shrunk in rooms where you deserved to expand, finished. The version of you that confused being kind with being weak, that let your empathy be weaponized against you, buried. What is standing here now, what is listening to this right now, is something different, something that has been forged in every moment you were overlooked and chose to stay anyway, every time someone used your openness against you, and you didn't understand why it hurt so much. You were being built without knowing it, and now you know you are a weapon pointed at your own future.